What? You're learning French in 2024? Don't you know you should be learning Mandarin or Spanish or a Tamil or something that's gonna get you a job? Is it 1965 or 2024? Wait, I don't want to date this video. You're learning French in the 2020s? Well, you're not alone. I'm learning French too, and I'm wondering to myself, why am I learning French? I have no plans to go to a French-speaking country anytime soon. I'm in Asia. But you know, there's still a lot of really great reasons. I came up with 5 of them. 1, comics. I love comics, especially for language learning. France, and actually not just France, but the Franco-Belgian comic sphere has tons of comics up there with English and Japanese. Pick a genre, it's out there. From Mobius, Tintin, Asterix, all the ones you probably know, to a lot of obscure stuff that you probably don't know. Ironically, I'm reading through these Marvel comics that have been translated into French, but you know, it's still in French for me. It's still practice. So find a series and read, because reading comics, I find, is very different from reading prose. It's going to help you understand the context and really allow you to read stuff that you wouldn't be able to read if it was just the words alone. Number 2, movies. French cinema is one of the best. It's, you know, there's so many great directors. I'm particularly fond of the period from like the 1940s to the 1960s. There's just so many great directors and movies in that time. But even today, and you know, whatever era you like, whatever genre you like, there's great directors. For whatever reason, I find that the movie industry is stronger than the TV industry, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't found my French TV shows. But no doubt there are tons of French movies that are really great. My personal favorite director in France is Jean Renoir. Check out, if you've never seen it, La Grande Illusion. Number 3, French literature is killer. I was an English literature major, but French literature is pretty amazing. You can only go back a few hundred years before the language starts to change a little too much and it becomes really challenging. But in those few hundred years, there are a lot of great books. And you know, once you get mastery of that, then at some point, maybe you can go back even further. If you want to try a classic novel, not too long and really great, really funny and weird and stuff, check out Candide by Voltaire. Even though it was written a few hundred years ago, it still is not that challenging, and I think you're going to love it. Number 4, opera. You may have that image of opera from Looney Tunes with Wagner, with people with horns singing and women with big bosoms. But there are other operas. Italian opera is obviously pretty famous, but French opera is pretty great too. And my favorite opera of all time is in French. If you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Carmen by Bizet. It's great. Finally, number 5, maybe the most important of all, learning French will allow you to order off French menus and pronounce the words correctly. French fries! Good job.